What up? Man, it's Thursday. So yesterday I shot a small video. It was only like a minute long, mainly because yesterday was a crazy day, but I wanted to make sure I had that dedication and that I stayed on top of making sure that I got video shot for Wednesday, because I've fallen off in the past because things have gotten crazy before, and I'm tired of doing that. So, like, sorry if you weren't a fan of the fact that it was such a short video, but this video should expand on that video a little bit. So, like, I talked about how you shouldn't be average, right? Everybody can be average. Anybody, that average is average, right? Average is naturally, normally what a person is. You can have your own little definition of what average looks like, but in general, average is a person that does, I don't want to say mediocre because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to take shots at people that are average, but people that do, middle scale work, middle scale relationships, they don't aspire to be more than what they already are. They're cool with being in that middle ground, and they don't really want to, there's no feeling, no gumption to better or get better or do better. So that's kind of my definition of average. Now, the reason why I tell you not to be average is not because being average is bad. Like, I don't have a problem with average people. I have a problem with people that are average that don't want more. And the reason why is because we're not designed to be average, man. Like, none of us our DNA is not designed for average. Like, we are all meant to excel and do amazing things. And I'll tell you how I know this, right? I know this because I know the creator. Like, I know who created us. I know who designed us, who, not to try to pull the exact words because I don't have it exactly quoted, but I know the guy that said he made us in his image. And I mean, if that's the case, if the creator made us in his image, I'm almost 110% sure, like, average was not in his design, not in his definition, not the way he wants us to operate. Because each one of us have our own gifts, our own tools that we've been equipped with to do amazing things. It's just whether or not we're utilizing them like we should be. But here's the other reason, right? If you stay average, if your goal is average, then you're going to have an average job. You're going to have an average paycheck. You're going to have an average relationship. You're going to have an average house with an average family. And who wants that, man? That's like eating plain oatmeal. Like, I don't know anybody out there that just enjoys plain oats. Like, everybody puts something in their oatmeal, right? Like, I like strawberries and blueberries. Like, I like actually like rinsing off fresh fruits and putting them in my oatmeal because it adds a really nice flavor to it. It's not just that bland oatmeal taste. Well, that's the way life is, right? Like, life is designed in that same way. Like, life is bland oatmeal. And if you want to be bland oatmeal, I mean, there's nothing wrong with bland oatmeal. I love oatmeal. So, oatmeal's whatever. But you should aspire to do better than that. Like, when you make oatmeal, you should aspire it to taste better. You should want it to have extra ingredients and things that you would not averagely, have in oatmeal, so it tastes better. Same to be said about life, man. Like, you should want to have better in your life. You should want to have that really good paying job. You should really want to have that amazing relationship where you guys just connect in so many different ways. You should want to have a stellar paycheck to where you can do what you want to do. You want to have that amazing family where your kids are excelling and you're always, and I'll take this with a grain of salt the way I kind of say this, but like, so you could be proud of your kids. I mean, all of us are proud of our kids anyway, right? Like, I'm a parent, I get it. My kid can be a complete, absolute screw up. I'm still going to love them and be proud of them all the same because they're my kids. But you want your kids to excel and do better in life, and who better to set that example than you, right? I mean, I've got a problem with average because average doesn't show progress. Average doesn't show hardship. Average doesn't show anything. It just shows that you exist. Now, if you want to walk around all day and you want to exist, I mean, go for it. Anyone can exist, right? Like, people exist. You can go to some cubicle job somewhere. You can get your little $550, $600 paycheck. You can have your I'm an office worker title. I don't know. You can do whatever you want to do, but if it's not fulfilling, what's the point? Like, I'm not telling you that it will happen overnight. It takes work. It takes struggle. It takes a lot of hardship sometimes, to get where you want to go. But it's worth it. It's worth the battle. It's worth the struggles. It's worth the chaos. It's worth the pain. I mean, it is. It's worth it. Like, I could tell you, I'm in a way better place than what I was 5 years ago. I'm in a way better place than I was 10 years ago. I'm not just talking about my relationship. I'm talking about my relationship. I'm talking about my job, my paycheck. Granted, I don't have the greatest car yet. But, like, I'm working on it. I'm improving. I'm doing better. Like, and I'm going to keep working hard until I get where I want and go where I want and have what I want. And that's not necessarily an average mentality, because an average person, man, they just sit back and they're like, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with what I have. I'm cool with what's been given to me. I don't want anything more. I just want to sit right here. That's average. If you're average, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, because this probably is like this sounds like I'm coming at your face, and I'm not trying to. But man, you guys gotta wake up, dude. You're better than that. Like, you're better than that. Like, hands down, you're better than that. All of you are better than that. Everybody out there, whether you watch this video or not, you're better than that. You can't accept average. You gotta go harder and obtain the things that you want, not just settle for average. God doesn't expect us to settle for average. I can probably throw out a couple hundred examples, but I can tell you right now, He created us in His image. He designed us, gave us the tools and skills to carry out good works, and it's a matter of will. It's a matter to us, that we go out and we carry those things through. And I'm telling you right now, man, if you're not, you're average, and you don't want to be average. Just saying. I don't know. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point, so I'm going to cut this off. But I'm telling you, get out of the mind state of average. I used to carry around the average mentality in the gym. I don't even do that no more, right? I go to the gym like, I'm not a runner. I don't run. I'm a big dude. I'm built big. I'm a power lifter. I'm built to lift really heavy objects, But when I do my cardio, man, I don't accept average anymore. Like, I used to be the guy that gets on the treadmill and is like, I'll do like a mile, because that's like a minimum to me. A mile is a minimum. It's an average thing to do. So I'm like, okay, so I'll just do a mile. And then I went from that mentality to like, nah, you know, a mile is average. Like, that's a very average mindset to come in here and be like, okay, because I'm a big dude, I'm a power lifter, I probably, you know, I don't run. Running is not in my criteria. I don't do this on an average. But you know what? Let's see what happens if I push myself. Now I'm doing like 3, 4, 5 miles at a time. And my times, my lap times have improved at least by double, if not triple. Like, I think the other day my best lap time was like 8 minutes and some change, and that's a major thing to me. When before, like when I was running a mile for me was taking upwards of like 15 minutes, because I was in the mind state of average. Like, I was in the, all right, well, cardio session should, you know, the minimum's like 20 minutes, so I'll drag this mile out. I'm not doing that no more, man. I'm staying on a treadmill for a half hour, 45 minutes at a time. I'm busting out 3, 4, 5 miles. I mean, I gave up on average because I'm not average. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. I hope you guys have a very, very rewarding weekend. I hope you guys killed it this week. Just think about what I said, man. Going into next week, when you sit down and you do your planning, when you sit down and you're free writing in your notebooks, that when you're sitting there and you're writing out like your dreams and your goals and your aspirations and what you want to see happen in this next week, remember that. Remember, like, if you fall short, you fall short, but don't be average. You guys are better than that. We're all better than that. It's that mentality of average that keeps our society down. It's what holds us back as individuals, and it's what slows our progress down as a country. Don't be average. I'm out.